gone extremely fast over the past couple of days and really the whole summer, breaking her own personal records, and pretty much every time she goes out, she makes another world's best time. But the field is getting tougher. The women's canoe is progressing very, very quickly as a sport as a whole.
Only one athlete per nation. That's why you might say, why is Katie Vincent not in it or something like that? Because it's Slovakia, Russia, China, Hungary, Poland, Canada, Bulgaria, Serbia, Belarus. If we look over, it's Daniela Stamanova, who was the world champion a couple of years ago. And so far, we've had Virak Bala in the semi-final looking great today. Olesya Romasenko was just behind Lawrence today in her semi-final. And also there's Alina Nazdarova, who is a cracking competitor down in lane number 9. Let's see how they go forward. 200 meters and they're off.
Yeah, it looks like Laurence has taken off at a really good start like she normally does. She's just got a really long, powerful stroke. You can see right there, she's just almost has double the stroke length of everyone else in the field, but it looks like China over there has a really, really high frequency and is keeping up. They're all staying much more in touch with her than they normally would, but she is out.
Liu Zhang is looking into Romasenko. It's Romasenko at the top of your pictures, also into it. Can Lawrence, Vincent Lepoint keep the pressure off her back? She's looking lean. And Romasenko at the top of your picture, but coming into the last 50 meters, there's no doubt who's going to win this race. It is going, oh, it's very close. It's going to be Lawrence Vincent Lepoint becomes the multiple world champion, with Romasenko coming second. Well, she's done it again under pressure.
Yeah, that was a very competitive race. That's awesome to see women's canoe just improve and improve and improve, but Laurence is still showing she's at the top. Romasenko had a very, very high stroke rate in comparison to Laurence, but yeah, Laurence is just extremely strong and is still really making it work. You can see there she's just really putting tons of power down into the water and still staying pretty high. Her hand's not getting it going into the water, which slows you down a good bit because you're just too low to get the blade out quickly, but just a nice slow-mo over. Pretty nice looking boat with maple leaves all over it as well, representing Canada.
So she was very much pushed, wasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at that image right there, there's 5 boats all fighting for third and second.
It looks like Virak Bala might have taken the 3rd place for Hungary. Lawrence is so dominant. I think all eyes are really on her.
Yeah.
And who else might come and take the rest of the medals.
Yeah. It's hard to not look at it as who's coming second and third. She's just been so dominant and consistently breaking expectations time-wise as well.
So here we are looking at the actual situation. Just coming around, just in front of us is Lisa Carrington with some ice on her shoulders and her neck, just preparing for a race in a few minutes' time. So that's obviously something that they must have rehearsed. Kathleen Ryan also sitting there looking for the actual. These are sort of off-camera pictures, but they're really, everything is happy. And it's a great thing about your athletes, because I know Sebastian Brendel just ran over to you, Ian, and gave you a big high five, which is great to see, because he's obviously a great mate of yours, and it's good to see for all the athletes. But clearly at the moment, the main lady in the action is Lawrence Vincent Lepoint. Came in 2010 and won the first, and then she's won pretty much all of them. Had a hiccup a couple of years ago, but that's because she was a full-time student and everyone else was a full-time athlete. But now she's back into it and says she's going to be really focusing just on paddling for the next 2 years leading up to Tokyo. Why is Tokyo so big? Well, of course, it's going to be all about the first time that women's canoeing is going to be actually in the games, and that's a huge statement. And she's really, it's difficult to say how much, but she is leading a whole generation of athletes forward. Even from yourself, Fabio, from a kayak guy, you must have heard of her.